Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a magical place called Neverland. Neverland was a place where children could fly, have amazing adventures, and never grow old. It was a land filled with fairies, mermaids, and brave heroes. In Neverland, two great rivals lived. One was Peter Pan, a mischievous boy who never wanted to grow up. Peter had the ability to fly, thanks to his trusty pixie friend, Tinker Bell. He wore a green tunic, brown pants, and a feathered hat. Peter loved to explore and play tricks on the wicked Captain Hook. Speaking of Captain Hook, he was the most feared pirate to ever sail the seven seas. With a hook for a hand and a long black coat, he ruled Neverland's Never Sea with an iron fist. Captain Hook and his bumbling crew, led by Mr. Smee, would search for treasure and try to capture anyone who dared to stand in their way. Now, dear reader, let me tell you the tale of the great duel between Peter Pan and Captain Hook that would forever change the destiny of Neverland. One sunny day, while Peter Pan and his friends were playing near Mermaid Lagoon, the sound of a cannonball echoed through the air. It was Captain Hook and his pirates, sailing on the Jolly Roger. Peter sensed danger and called upon his brave lost boys to help. As Hook's ship neared Neverland, Peter gathered his team and devised a plan. With the mermaids' help, they lured the pirates into the beautiful lagoon. Tink sprinkled them with magical fairy dust while the lost boys tied ropes to the pirate ship. Just as Captain Hook and his men became airborne, something extraordinary happened. The brave, young Peter Pan challenged Captain Hook to a duel, winner takes all of Neverland. The captain, never one to back down from a fight, accepted with a wicked smile. As the two adversaries faced off, the ticking of the crocodile, who had once swallowed a clock, resounded through the air. All the inhabitants of Neverland watched, waiting with bated breath to see who would emerge victorious. With one swift move, Peter lunged into the air, his sword clashing with Captain Hook's. The duel grew intense as swords flashed, and sparks flew everywhere. As they dueled, Peter used his agility and quick moves against Hook's dirty tricks. Tinker Bell, seeing that Peter was outnumbered, came to the rescue. She sprinkled pixie dust on Peter, giving him the strength and speed of 100 heroes. The lost boys cheered as they watched their leader battle gracefully and fiercely. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, Peter made a daring move. He twirled, jumped, and disarmed Captain Hook, sending his hook flying through the air. The captain, realizing his defeat, made a hasty retreat back to the Jolly Roger, followed by his sorry excuse for a crew. The lost boys cheered, clapping and laughing, as Peter flew over Neverland, relishing their victory. With Hook gone, peace was restored in the magical land, and Neverland remained a sanctuary for children to let their imaginations run wild. And so, my dear friend, that is how Peter Pan vanquished Captain Hook and kept Neverland safe from his wicked ways. The adventures in Neverland continued and the joy of childhood never diminished. Remember, dreams can come true if you just believe in yourself, just like Peter Pan. Now, it's time for you to drift off to Dreamland, where your own adventures await. Close your eyes and let your imagination take flight, for the story of Peter Pan and Captain Hook will live on forever in your dreams. Good night, sweet dreams, and remember to never stop believing in magic.